Terbo Tyler Erb has shared his thoughts on the incident and wreck with Max Blair that occurred on the opening lap of the second heat race at Eldora Speedway for the Dirt Track World Championship with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. I wrote this up over at stockcarreport.com. You can find the link in the description below. And Terbo put the entire blame on Max Blair, although he does admit that he did indeed wreck Max Blair, but he blames Blair for basically forcing his hand to wreck him. So if you didn't see what happened last night, let's take a look at the incident right here. This is on Flow Racing over on X. Max Blair is in the green and black number 111. Tyler Erb is in the green and black number 1, right below him there. They're both behind Devin Moran.
Start. Chris Ferguson at the finish line. Oh, man, Blair and Tyler are going to get at each other, and Tyler got into Blair. Into the wall hard is Max Blair. Oh, my goodness.
So you can see what happens here, and this is what I kind of said last night when I was covering the incident. It was obviously Max Blair's fault here coming down the front stretch. He clearly just turns left and is basically just driving over Terbo, and Terbo really has nowhere to go. It looks like he does kind of cede the position there a little bit. Max does kind of get off of him there a little bit once they make contact, and it looks like cooler heads are going to prevail. They're going to get through the corner. However, Terbo had other thoughts, and he drove into the door of Max Blair, and then obviously you get what we just saw, that huge wreck that catches Michael Leach involved as well. Fortunately, Nick Hoffman, Ryan Gustin, Clay Harris were not involved in it. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, could have gotten a lot more guys involved, but that didn't happen. So that is fortunate. But this is what Terbo had to say. He spoke with DirtOnDirt.com's Kevin Kovac following the race, and he said, "You don't start on the outside pole of a heat race at Eldora and turn dead left before we get to the flag stand and continue to turn dead left all the way down the straightaway. I mean, like, what do you do? If you ask all the drivers here, if you're on the outside pole, what do you do when you get into one if you need to be in the cushion? They'd all say you enter in the cushion every time. There's one guy that didn't enter in the cushion, obviously referring to Max Blair. Once again, it's the first corner getting into turn 1 at Eldora, and if you lift, you're a coward. I'm not even mad that he's dumb. I'm just mad that he's such a coward. He's got an $80,000 race car and won't drive wide open into the first corner. Enter on the fence and see what happens. How this guy even got on the outside pole is amazing to me. So he qualified not in the bottom. So at what point did he decide he wanted to be in the bottom at the flag stand getting into one of this heat race? It just blows my mind. Finally, Terbo concluded saying, "The highlight of my life isn't wrecking Max Blair in this heat race. The highlight of his year now is that he got wrecked by me." So while he is blaming Max Blair for obviously coming down on him, calling him out for being a coward, for, in his view, being a coward, that he's not going wide open, he does admit that he wrecked him, right? He's saying that the highlight of my life isn't wrecking Max Blair in this heat race. The highlight of his year now is that he got wrecked by me. So he's blaming Max Blair, but he's also saying that, yeah, I did indeed wreck him, and he did it. And I think that's what the replay shows. I think Max Blair's obviously to blame for what happened on the front stretch. And then I think what happens there into one, I think Terbo probably could have let him go, but he chose not to, and he decided to take him out. And he took himself out too, because he revealed to Kevin Kovac that his Dirt Track World Championship is now over with the car being wrecked, and he will not be competing tonight, but will instead be watching as a spectator from the stands. He said, "I'm going to be sitting up there tomorrow and watching, then we'll go to Why Not next week." He'll also be selling merch and signing autographs at the Race Ranch trailer, as he indicated on Facebook. We can kind of take a look at this right here because he had a little fun with the incident, saying, "Dirt Track World Championship update. Our fun meter is maxed." Obviously, reference to Max Blair there. "So catch your favorite idiot at the Race Ranch trailer this afternoon, blaring tunes, signing autographs, and cranking it up to 100. So obviously using the incident to hawk some merch here and sell some merch. I'm sure he's going to be selling quite a bit as he is wont to do. But that is what Tyler Erb had to say. Clearly not happy with Max Blair, putting the blame on him for basically everything that happened, but then also saying that he did indeed wreck him. But so I think that's Tyler Erb, right? That's who he is. That's what we come to expect. And that's the guy you don't come down on the front stretch, because he's going to do what he did in turn 1. and basically is kind of saying, like, if you do this, kind of a message to other competitors, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. So don't do it. But let me know what you guys make of what Turbo had to say here. Let me know in the comments below.